Welcome back to Friends with Benefits, everyone. My name is Diego.
My name is Matt.
Isaac.
Thank you for joining us today. We are going to be having a wonderful time. This is our New Year's episode.
Yeah.
Woo! Happy New Year's, everybody. Before we get started, I do want to say, don't forget to leave a like and hit subscribe if you want to support us. You can also check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, RSS, Google Podcasts, Pandora, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and Deezer.
So what is Deezer?
Dude, I don't know what any of these are.
I've never heard of Deezer in my life.
Started going.
Let's hop in. Guys, I want to cover a couple of things tonight. I want to primarily talk about our favorite moments of 2022, our least favorite moments of 2022, and our hopes going into 2023. Ice, hit us with one of your favorite moments from the year.
Okay, so one of my favorite moments of this year was starting this podcast. Cringe.
That was great.
Oh, grow up, right? But no, I actually do enjoy doing this every week and every time we get together. So I'm glad that this is happening. Good to be a part of it.
It is.
I'm happy and having a good time.
It's good to have you.
Yeah. Aside from that, though, one of my favorite moments, dude. I have quite a few different moments. Man.
Cover as many as you want. Cover as many as you
Well, I went to Hawaii for the first time this year, and it was
right.
It was beautiful, man. Never experienced such a thing. Not like the touristy part of it, and it was more of like the, I don't know, like where a lot of people don't go that much, and it was like super beautiful, man. I mean, I feel like all islands are, but this one was really, really, really pretty.
So you weren't on Oahu, you were on Kauai, right?
It's Big Island, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Oh.
Big Island.
How do you get to the Big Island? Because when I went to Hawaii, we went to Honolulu. Do you have to like take another flight from there?
No, they
just straight.
They have an airport there. It was a good time. I had so much fun.
What do you think the ratio is from like tourist to local?
I'm assuming the one that I went to, Big Island, is not a tourist thing.
Right. It's not 50-50.
No
way.
I think it just depends on the island. I feel like if it was like you know, the big ones everyone goes to, is probably like,
isn't Oahu one of those?
It's probably, I'm gonna say it's probably like 2 to 1.
Yeah, because I was on Oahu and it is touristy, which I don't mind. Like,
what's Hawaii?
I know exactly. I loved it. I loved it. But yeah, no, there was definitely a lot of tourists. I don't know if I would say it's like 2 to 1, but I could be wrong. Like it could be. There's just like a lot of like other people on like the island that already live there, but they're like all throughout the island. But then like when you go to like the touristy areas, all of the tourists are there like in like hotels. And so they're not like as spread out. They're just like condensed. So I don't know. It could be. What was your favorite part about Hawaii?
I swam in a nude beach and I swam nude.
There's a nude beach in Hawaii?
Yeah.
It's this face.
It was liberating.
Liberating.
You know, so I was just like the low key, like the entire time I was like kind of scared, just getting like my pee-pee bit by like a fish or something. Or like some sort of like bacteria entering my, you know, but like
this guy's word of the year was liberation.
But I had fun and like, oh dude, I was in the water for like probably like 95% of the time we were at the beach.
Love it.
Well, like, you know, everyone else was tanning and stuff.
Bro, you're actually having fun.
I was having a good time. No, they were having a good time too. But like, dude, yeah, I was getting destroyed by the waves.
You're fighting the waves.
It was fun. Me and this one dude kept like just getting in there and getting out. And, like, it was fun.
No, you know what I would have done if I would have gone too? I would have brought the goggles and I would have just been in the water.
Yeah, that's what we did. This one.
On the nude beach. That's what I would have done.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's inappropriate. Anyway.
Yeah, I hate this guy. But yeah, no, what was your favorite food there?
Yeah, the fruit was really good. We had like, what are they called? They're like grape things that are like wrapped. Do you know what they're called?
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called.
You have to like break it open and it's like a grape. That's the first time I've ever had one, and they were fresh.
These ones? Lychee?
Yeah.
These ones are sick. I love these ones.
Very good. That was fire. The thing I remember the most was like going to their like local market, and they had the musubi rolls. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the Spam musubi.
Spam and like, oh dude,
they're nice.
I bought about 100 of those while I was there. They would just have them like,
you gotta eat, man.
They would just have them like in like little like heating things, and I'll just give me all of them. Yeah. And like it was fire. And then they had like their McDonald's there. They had like spam stuff too. They like They like
on the menu.
Yeah. They had like spam and like eggs and stuff, and I was like, bro, I gotta try that. It was like rice, eggs, cheese, and spam. Ellie's dad one morning was out before we woke up and like brought me back some of that, and was like, I heard you wanted this. I was like, yo. I was like, shout out the boy chef, dude.
That's cool. Sick.
And like, it was so good. I had a good year. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's hear it, Matt. What's one of your favorite
I wish I went to Hawaii this past year that happened 2 months ago, 2022.
Yeah.
Bro, no joke.
Back in 2022.
Back in 2022, I think I can speak for a lot of people when we're just trying to get back to a normal state of mind, normal functionality, normal, like, I don't know, and maybe some of us never left that normalcy, but for me, I'm still trying to get back to a normal. So it was a good year of healing, good year coming back. Maybe I'll have a year of traveling here soon.
I like that.
That'd be nice, but I will say this, I went on a hike. This would be the highlight of the year. I went on a hike. It was me, and it was my mother, and it was her boyfriend.
Shout out, Tana.
And it was Cherish.
Shout out.
And it was siblings.
Shout out.
It's kind of a hidden spot, and you go up into the mountain, and it's a river coming down. It's hot water, like a hot spring. I don't know what it was, but when I came back down that night, I went at nighttime. Stars are out, and there was a group of people that were next to us, and geniuses. They brought
glow sticks.
And they just, scatter them. You put it in the pool, you better pick them all up, but they put them all over so you can kind of see what's going on. And so you got this little like low light, of color underneath you, and the water is hot. Like if you go to like Lava Hot Springs and go to their hottest pool, the one that when you walk out, come out like you're red.
You're looking like a cooked chicken.
Yeah, it's facts.
Rotisserie.
So you have to sit there and kind of, I gotta like go back and forth. When you look up the stars, I don't think I've ever had a more like peaceful moment. I recommend you just go find something like that in nature. It's amazing because it's there. Like when I was in it, I was like, this is real. I didn't pay for this. There's nobody here that like I had to give money to enjoy this. And I had more satisfaction out of that than anything I've ever paid for. It was amazing. It was great. That'll probably be the highlight of my last year.
That's awesome. Honestly, like it's a really good one too, because like first off, those hot springs, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Especially at night with all the stars.
Oh yeah.
And then, like you're being soothed by the freaking running water.
Exactly.
On top of that, you're with family.
Yep.
Tough to beat that, man.
That's all you need.
That's so sick.
How was your year? What was your favorite part?
Before we hop into my
my
favorite
God.
part, Matt, if you could travel anywhere this next year, where would it be?
Realistically?
Realistically, and wild one out there.
Wild one out there would definitely be Sweden for like a week. And then realistically, I'd like to go to Washington, and I'd like to go to Seattle Seahawks game.
That'd be sick.
Let's
That's my
go.
team. If you know Washington, I think the southeastern kind of part of the state, there's forests. They're beautiful. There's a forest that's known. It's those big trees. I'm talking about like
those
massive
like
trees.
Ancient, mystic looking
I
trees.
can't remember the name of the forest, but that would be in the same trip. I'll go see that. I'm a forest guy. I love that. Yeah,
going back to one of my favorite moments of this year, it feels like it was a lifetime ago, bro. It feels like this was last year, but going to Europe.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
real.
you cannot
You did go to
that.
Europe.
Yeah, I
I know.
forgot about it. To be honest.
I know. It's crazy too, because like I think
Crazy.
you were in Hawaii. No, you were at Coachella, I think.
No, because you went like February, didn't you?
No, I went in April, end of April.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I remember like I invited this guy. I was like, hey, bro, you want to
that's
come?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
And then couldn't come because he was going to Coachella. I was like, missed out. But that was definitely like one of my favorite memories, just because I did so much in so little time. It honestly was like a crazy, hectic trip. But I think what I liked most about it was that I did all of it by myself. I planned everything.
Yeah,
like
dude.
I didn't go with any like tour guides or anything. I found everything to do like myself. I booked my own trains, my own flights. I booked my own Airbnbs, and like I just had to like figure out my way like across Europe, which like in Spain, super easy because obviously I speak Spanish. In Italy, a little bit harder. France, a lot harder because I don't know what they're saying. And then like just finally like making it to the UK, I was grateful to be like speaking English again. I felt like it was something that I needed to do because I don't know. I needed like a confidence booster at that like moment of the year. I was like, okay, I need to do like something tough that I know I can do and handle. And then I can look back on that and be like, okay, I did that.
Yeah,
I did that. That was cool.
It's cool. Good for you.
Also,
Yeah.
like honestly, Europe is so effing pretty, bro. It's
I'm
incredibly
jealous. I'm
gorgeous.
super jealous, bro.
Yeah, I flew into Madrid. That's where I met Enrique and Amadeo, which we are going to see them soon. We're going to be on their podcast. It's called Be Somebody. I'm going to link that up above so you guys can check that out. I met them on my way to Europe, which was really sick. And so I hung out with them in Madrid. Glad I met them. They're like very, very into like film and acting. They have their own podcast. Amadeo has his own clothing company called Limina Lala, which I think is like pretty sick. It's like all abstract art and a bunch of stuff. I liked meeting them. And then I liked the other people that I met on my trip. I met a lot of like really cool people that were really helpful, which is kind of crazy because like in my mind, I'm like stranger danger. Don't want to talk to too many people. But like the more like I talk to people, I was like, honestly, I don't have very much to worry about because a lot of the people here were like very nice, very friendly, which is honestly kind of contrary to what I was told. I was told like they were going to be like very hostile. They were going to like try to like steal my stuff if I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't like experience any of that.
Those are the louder stories, but they're the fewer.
I guess that's true. They are the louder ones, but they are the fewer. But I don't know. I loved Europe, man. I had a lot of fun. Ice, hit us with another one of your favorite memories.
Oh, God. You mentioned it. Coachella. My first year at Coachella was this year. I had a blast. Shout out Ellie, Nick, Chandler, Caitlin. Good times, dude. Just 3 days of fun and being out in the sun and seeing some of the biggest artists in the world and being surrounded by a bunch of people that love music.
Who was your favorite artist that you saw?
The Weeknd, Swedish House Mafia.
Did they have the best performance too, or?
They had the biggest performance, I think.
That makes it fun.
Big Sean was really good. Very good. God, I don't know. There was a lot that I was like really happy to see. I'll be going next year if you guys want to catch me there. And Diego, me and Diego and Matt will be there next year. We're going to have a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It was an experience. I'll tell you that. It was an experience.
I love that. I love that. Matt, give us another one of yours.
Hold on. How much was the ticket?
$20.
That's a lie.
It was
Those are some pricey tickets.
It was a little expensive. I mean, I would just say I had to have a payment plan.
I'm in debt now.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't have a payment plan for that one because I bought that one 2 years ago. 3 years ago now, because I was originally supposed to go to the 2021. That didn't happen because COVID hit.
Oh.
And then, so I had to wait 2 years. So I had my ticket in holding for about 2 years. When I bought it, it was like $500. They bumped the prices up a little bit this year. And mine was a little bit even higher because I bought the camping pass with it. That ran me a lot of money. Here's the thing about it. I was telling Diego that a lot of people sell it on KSL last minute sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because stuff comes up. Like a lot of people aren't going to make it, right? And they have to sell it and will be satisfied with any type of money. So Ellie bought hers about 2 days before the festival even started and like went on a whim and bought it for $200.
Wow.
And we all bought ours for like $550.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so she
got a steal.
Yeah, she got a steal. And that happens all the time. So like,
But you have to gamble.
it's a little bit of a gamble.
Because what if you don't find
Exactly.
it? Yeah.
It's a little
And then
bit of a
you're not going.
gamble.
I see.
A little bit of a gamble. But yeah, it happens all the time.
Hit us, Matt.
I finally bought a Switch.
I
finally
love
bought
that.
a
That's
Switch.
a good one.
Yeah,
It was
I
about
finally bought a Switch. I was like, because I went on a hiatus for playing video games. I think because it takes your time.
They do.
It takes your time. And if you're not streaming, I'm going to set up for this one. If you're not streaming and playing games, you get to this point where you realize, and this is, of course, if you value your time over your enjoyment, you can't get that back. You can't get that back. And it's also technically worth nothing to the world. But as long as you can make it worth to you more, then none of that matters. So I had that battle and I was trying to figure out like, well, do I waste my time technically? And if you go into playing video games thinking it's a waste of time, guess what? You're going to waste your time.
You will.
I flipped my mindset just a little bit and I was like, okay, but I'm so stressed and I'm feeling like I want to connect back to like my inner childhood. And that just happens to be this day and age of modern technology. And I finally played Spyro.
Greatest game.
Finally played Spyro again. Yeah, it was great. I played the remastered version, but after I was done beating it, I had to go watch like a whole walkthrough on YouTube of the original just to get that actual nostalgic dose. But the Switch was definitely good for me.
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel like this year has been a very great year for you in terms of like growth and healing as compared to like the previous couple of years. And so I'm happy to see like where you are this year and like the things you've done.
I've definitely never been this happy in probably my entire life. Now, when I was a teenager, I was happy. When I was a kid, I was happy. But I didn't know what I was doing in high school. But you're happy with whatever you're doing. So yeah, it is what it is. But I like to think, thanks to 2022, best I've been in a while.
I love it.
That's
what we like to hear, baby.
Gotta be mentioned.
It does. I also love that you brought up video games and stuff like that because that's the entire reason for why we are 1 month behind. I spent the entire month of November playing Fallout 3.
See?
I apologize, everybody. I didn't do any editing in November for any of my channels. I was obsessed with Fallout 3, which that's like such like a fault that I have.
You know what?
Like that obsessive personality, but whatever. I had fun.
If they don't understand that, that's fine. If this guy doesn't understand it, but I think he does, you needed it.
I did need it.
You needed it. I'll tell you,
needed it.
From before to when we came back, there was more of a Diego and less of a podcast, like need, like to get this done. You took a very like nice breather, like a nice step back.
I did.
You kind of did what you wanted to do instead of what you had to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I know, because I definitely felt like I was in a rut, kind of like just like a tight schedule.
I know you're talking
I was definitely
about,
like very stressed, and I was like, okay, I need to like
You gotta
take some
snap
time.
out. Yeah, dude, I'm there. I get it. I know it. Yo, give me one. I'll wear
if you
one.
guys have been watching
I'll wear one of
on
those.
YouTube, then you're gonna notice a hoodie here.
That's
It's a yellow cream colored hoodie. Friends with Benefits.
That's tough.
Been messing around. This is kind of also what I did in November. I was like messing around with like designs and just trying to figure out logistics to see how I could possibly print out these kinds of hoodies, potentially hats and t-shirts, because ultimately I'd love for all of the boys to have one hoodie. I'd love to give every guest that comes on a shirt, but I got to figure out logistics. I've been messing around with like a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Eventually, my plan is to be able to give you guys hoodies, or have you guys support us by purchasing some hoodies or shirts, whatever it is, a hat. I don't know, but we'll figure that out at some point in the next year or so.
I was gonna say, the reason I pointed out is because like I want one right now. I wear it.
know.
I wear it. Dude. I'd be like, this is my boy's podcast.
Bro, I love this hoodie.
But
It's
also
so comfy. I love
time
it.
out. Also, it friends with benefits. Like it's just a hoodie. Like
It
you know what I'm
is.
saying? Like if you wear that, yeah, you're promoting, this, but you're also promoting finding friends and getting benefits.
Yes,
Friends
sir.
and benefits.
Friends and benefits.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of friends with benefits, we gave some benefits to a couple of our friends, and this leads into one of my other favorite memories this year. Chandler and Caitlin, we went on a cruise with them.
You guys did.
We did.
Good.
Yeah.
Looked litty.
The benefit here was we gave them a free room so they could come with us, 'cause we did not want that room to go to waste.
That's cool.
That room was already paid for. Did not want it to go to waste. So we were like, guys, just come with us, buy your flight. But
Who was
honestly,
that room for?
Who was that room for?
Oh no! So this is what happened. You were gonna buy a separate room, and I was gonna go with my girlfriend.
Oh, that's right.
That's what's
okay.
happened. So he was
Boom. Boom.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
see.
Okay,
Got it.
And then
Got it.
things fell apart.
Got it.
My girl couldn't come.
As plans do.
She was mad at me for about a week, and
Because we
she
were partying
yeah,
hard.
She didn't want to go. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, that was one of my favorite memories though, because like hands down, cruises are the most convenient vacations you could possibly take. You pay for your cruise ticket. It includes literally everything, bro. You have your food, you have your water, you have your entertainment, you have shelter. You literally have everything. It's
You
so
have
fun.
Safety. You have no, you don't. You're gonna get hit by a tidal wave next time you go.
It's the Titanic.
It's you know why it's so cheap? It's because it's a gamble. You know, it's they want you to
Might come
spend
back.
your life.
You
They-
might not.
Yeah, you don't know. Okay, an earthquake might happen. You're done. Like the tsunami. Good night. If you seen Poseidon, that's what's gonna happen. Just kidding.
No, honestly, it's so fun because like all of that food, it's all free. Like I guess it's all included, really. But you can eat 24/7
If you want.
Those ice
if you
cream
want.
cones.
They're oh my god, bro! The ice cream cones
Went crazy.
are heavenly.
Shoot, that's good.
But I love the cruise because yeah, you get all the food you want.
You get to
all the
sleep with your
entertainment-
favorite person.
Exactly, me and
Diego
him
slept together
in the same bed.
That's amazing.
It was awesome.
Amazing, and that's part of the friends with the benefit. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, guys! This guy's a
I like
psychopath.
blur that out.
This guy's a psychopath.
The boat did the rocking for you guys.
Yes, it did.
Something about sleeping on a cruise where it's like you're just passed out. You're
Because
just,
it's,
Bro.
good
Yeah.
like
night.
getting- you're just like getting.
You feel like a baby,
good night.
bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They have a bunch of like entertainment. Like we played basketball. We lost the freaking tournament, which is it was stupid that we lost. I'm not
How'd
gonna
you guys
lie.
lose?
Bro, the ref told us to start and we didn't start in time. And so we had like a minute less to play. And it's 2 minutes to play.
Wait, y'all had a tournament on the cruise? A
Yeah,
basketball?
they have basketball courts on the cruise. They had like a soccer tournament. I think like some pickleball, volleyball or not volleyball, like pickleball tournament. They got the water slides. They had like a comedy club, like a comedy show. They have like dancing girls. Is that what they're called? Dancing girls or
Something like that.
yeah, like showgirls. That's what it was. Which so freaking cool. Honestly, like just go on a freaking cruise.
What are showgirls?
Like Vegas girls.
Yeah,
where
like
they,
the Vegas girls that like do those like those like
the
dances Yeah, it's like
leather
the
sort of
can,
thing.
like can you, like those
You know
kind of
what I mean.
things.
Okay.
But they do like a bunch of other like different dances. It was super cool.
Gambling.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's there. Yep.
gambling.
That's what we did.
Craps.
We definitely
Oh, we were playing
I
blackjack
didn't play
that
craps.
time.
I played
What?
blackjack this time.
Blackjack's
Yeah.
nice.
If you come next cruise, I'll do craps.
Those are my dice.
Craps is the best. I love craps. But there's like a ton of freaking stuff. And then we went to Mexico.
were
I
in
had the
Mexico.
best tacos of my life. So freaking good. We had a ton of fun on the beach. I thought it was gonna be like really like cold.
Did
and,
we
like,
all get
windy.
in? We all got in.
We
right?
all got in.
It the sun came out. That's what happened.
It did. Because it was like a cloudy day. And like as soon as we got to the beach, the sky parted. We had a blast. And it was just fun walking around like Ensenada with Chandler and Caitlin.
That was really fun.
And now we're all gonna go on another cruise at some point, forcing everybody to come.
Yeah, it's
including this
game
guy.
time. It's game time.
It's game time. Isaac, hit us with one of your least favorite memories.
Least favorite memories had to be
Or just something you didn't like.
there was a little 2 weeks in October where I was feeling a little low for no particular reason. Yeah, it was like, what was it? Probably like had to be like mid-October to like the beginning of November,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah,
I'll be honest, that was an interesting time too, because I don't think I've ever seen you like vulnerable like that.
It is what
This
it
dude's
is.
got his shields up.
We're all human.
24/7.
That's not true. All right, I am vulnerable, but we're all human. That was probably like a weird part of this year. That's the only thing I can remember.
But we're all good now.
We back.
We're all
Yeah, we
good.
back. Yeah, we back. Guess who's back? That's good.
Yeah, we're good.
So elaborate.
No, I'm just-
I'm just kidding.
I don't know what questions to ask. No.
I'm just kidding.
So how many times
we'll
you
move on.
cry?
what?
So I'll tell you mine.
Let's hear it.
Well, okay. From when we're filming this, it just happened. But it was probably 3 months ago. And I was playing basketball.
Oh,
And definitely a low point. And I'm still eating it. Like,
I totally forgot.
I came around the wing.
Oof.
I think my team set probably it felt like 14 picks, but I think it was like 4 picks. It was like one after another. They were trying to get me open. I'm at the top of the key on the 3. I let it go and I was like, that looks good. When I came down, it was before I even saw the ball hit. I came down and the guy that was guarding me, he's a homie. It's just, it's not his fault. His foot was right there. You expect to land on floor. And yeah, like I felt my ankle, like it went to the wall and back. And it's that one feeling that at first you start walking a little bit and you're like, well, it hurt, but like we good. And then all of a sudden everything starts to fail. It's like a slow, like all the way up your leg, and it just starts shutting down. And then I couldn't put weight on it and I fell down, said some words, and I was like, I'm done. Like I was mad because I knew.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, 30 minutes or like even less than that, 15 minutes later, my foot's the size of like a softball, like the ankle. And I had done it to my right ankle, coming down on his ankle. Was that this year?
Last year. That was last year.
2020?
2021.
Okay.
2021
Okay, yeah.
was when we were both out because Matt tried his hardest to block me. And he actually did. But he paid a price. You know? We both we both paid a price for it.
Okay, me and Isaac were getting hot in that game. I remember we were getting competitive, and he took the ball from me. He's on a breakaway, and, and I was like, I'm swatting this ball. He goes up. I think I put it off the glass, but when I came down on his foot.
He came down right on my ankle, bro.
Anyway, and you can feel that thing.
Both of us.
Oh, and
mine wasn't as bad as his, but it was still bad. So let's say no, because it was still bad, but yours was worse.
Right.
Both of ours
but
were bad.
I just thought it
Yours
was
worse.
I think in general, the fact that we both got injured on that,
Yikes.
I felt so bad going home. I was listening to the blues.
That was like the first time you blocked me in like a long time. And like I knew like every time like we play, like you're just always trying to get that block.
It's true.
And like you finally got it, and then we both got I remember taking out your shoe and like, oh yeah, I remember I
put a brace, or I went and bought a brace.
Yeah.
Both times I didn't.
Bad.
Not saying you shouldn't, but I didn't go the Instacare because I do my home remedies and
Yikes, dude.
I heal it. But
I'll be honest, bro. I hate going to Instacare, like the doctors or any sort of thing. I hate it.
It's awesome.
If there's a bone protruding, or like I'm
That's
feeling a pain that we need to take it.
Yeah.
My brain knows. You got to know your body to save your money. This is a fact.
Know it.
Know your body to save your money. People, when they get the smallest injury, that just go home, take some ibuprofen, Use the power of cold or hot water on something. Use the power of positivity thoughts. Like, save yourself some money. But whatever, people want to be on top of things. True. And you pay monthly installments for a reason.
Couldn't be me
either, but.
No, literally, like what you said right there is accurate.
I'm saving money.
Unless my bone is sticking out.
Yeah, it's
Or
facts.
unless I have like a 3-inch deep gash in my arm.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
And if you're in tune with your body and even the slightest bit healthy, your body will tell you when something's wrong.
Oh, it will.
No, like wrong. Like your tendons, something wrong with your muscle, something's wrong with your joint. Like brain goes on red alert. But it was definitely a low point. Like right now, you look at my foot and it's purple. My ankle's still kind of.
It is a little purple
and
on this side.
Oh man.
But
when are you gonna be back?
I don't know. I want to play. I told Cherish, I was like, this was last week. I was like, I'm playing on Monday. She said, no, you're not. And I've never seen a more serious face in my life. And I was like, oh,
that's funny.
I probably shouldn't.
I think one of my least favorite moments was closer to the start of this year. Oh, this is so silly. I put $11,000 into crypto.
Oh, and yeah.
I put it all into a crypto called Hex. So it's a decentralized crypto. I was super excited because within 1 week, I was up $6,000.
Wow.
And I told my coworkers were like, bro, take that money out now.
Yeah.
Just take it out while you're up. But I thought it was going to keep going up. But what happened is that's when the market literally crashed the next day. And so I'm not up $6,000 anymore. Now I'm up $3,000. The next day I'm up $1,000. The next day I'm down $1,000.
Oh, no.
The next day I'm down $4,000. And I am still currently down $8,000.
No way.
I know. Now I'm in it for the long run. Which ultimately I was going to be in it for the long run. I was going to be in it for a couple of years, hold on to that for a couple of years. But you have that 2020 hindsight where you're like, I should have just taken the money out when I was up $6,000.
What happens when all of a sudden it's up $20,000?
That's the thing.
Happens at certain places.
It will happen at some point. It will go back up.
That's what you were thinking at the time was, well, let's see where it goes.
I know.
It's hard.
It is tough. I know it's going to obviously go back up. It'll rebound at some point and I'll get my money back. Potentially more money.
It might, even if it's under a different company, even if it's selling stocks and everything, but still.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about it, but I was just I'm just more upset that now I'm actually tied in versus having the ability to choose to be in.
Because if you were still up, right, you're like, oh, let me just take it out then. Let me not play.
I know.
Right?
That would have been the fastest $6,000 in my life in 1 week. Which is so crazy. But that was the one low point, just seeing everything go down. I came into work all happy. The next day I'm I'm so dead serious, bro. I'm ready to punch my computer. Crazy. I'm typing hella mad.
Breaking the keyboard. Just God, bro.
This year's been crazy. There's been lots of ups and downs for sure. Ice, tell us what you want to do next year. What's something that you want to accomplish next year?
This year.
Yes, this year.
So this year, all right, if we're gonna be watching it, so let's hope I'm still doing what I'm doing, because I do have a few New Year's they're not resolutions, but they're more of just goals. I'm gonna be a lot more strict on my workout plans, a lot more strict on my diet, a lot more cooking for myself. Rather than eating out. And then I was thinking about maybe doing journaling, maybe once a week or something like that.
It's a really good idea.
Maybe
everybody should journal.
Yeah, something like that. That could be kind of fun.
It's fun because you can read back on it later.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's a good memory.
Yeah, I might do that. I want to travel as well. I mean, I feel every year my goal is to go somewhere to travel, right? I always have one whatever comes up sort of thing. I don't really I mean, I do make plans, but kind of heat of the moment stuff.
Yeah, you do a lot of spontaneous
let's
stuff.
Go, you know what I mean? Let's go have some fun. Let's go write.
Kind of like our LA trip. It's been kind of spontaneous.
Yeah, I want to write, learn,
make some short films,
man. Let's get out, do some fun stuff. But yeah, short films and writing are my main goals for next year.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
So hopefully by now I'm looking to increase my habitat. I need more rooms. I've been helping out the family for a long time, and I think we're getting to a spot where I can kind of let them go a little bit. Got trust that they're in good hands. They'll be okay. And I'm gonna start kind of doing
your thing,
doing my thing.
Yeah,
it's true. And I have before, but I probably shouldn't. I did it backwards. When I should have been with family, I was gone. And luckily I kind of put my head on straight the past couple of years and came back and I helped him out. But now it's time to move on. And I actually, it'll be Cherish's first time moving out too. And I think we're going to live together. However, it's expensive.
It is pricey.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And I haven't exactly found I know what I'm good at, but I haven't found time or energy to sacrifice to go and get a piece of paper to show people that, I've done this and I can do this. Instead, I kind of just have to say, well, watch me. But not a lot of people like that. So it's hard to find a job that'll give you W-2. So kind of being self-employed, it's rough. Thankfully, some apartments, they ask for like just bank statements. Or your last 6 income statements. It could be on like apps. Like for example, I've been showing apartments Venmo.
That's kind of funny.
And it works.
Yeah, Venmo's clutch.
Yeah, Venmo's clutch. I've been showing them Venmo because I'm self-employed, but also I'm looking to invest in small business. A little bit of profit sharing, as well as I'd like to look into, probably help me out with this. I think that you can study this in college, but you come in and you look at the analytics or the logistics of a business, and you pretty much take over as acting CEO for like a certain amount of months. Yeah. And then you do whatever your strategy is. And if you increase profits, you get a share of it. Yeah. But then you walk away, and it's up to them whether they want to keep the flow going or not with the same procedures.
Almost kind of like a corporate trainer kind of sort of thing.
Something like that. But I like coming in and fixing things, but the wholeness of things, everything, down to the culture, down to the way that like employees treat clients, how employees treat employees, but also on the mathematics side of things, like the income ratio, stuff like that.
Yeah, so, like where can we save money? Like where could we spend more money? Like do we need more marketing? Like,
and you don't go in and choke companies and make them like hurt. No, it's like you got to come in and you got to give the right water to the right plant. You got to figure out, the right things. It's an adventure, it's helping small business. And I find passion in that because I'm a small business kind of guy. So that's one of my goals for this year, is to just continue to help where I can people who need a voice against the corporate culture.
I like that, man. That's beautiful.
Yep. Boom. 2023.
Something that I want to accomplish next year. I have a couple of like goals, kind of similar to like what you guys are doing. Let me start from the beginning with like my job, like my actual job. So I work as a software developer. I work for the government. So I'm like at a crossroads where I want to find a job that pays me more, but at the same time, I also get really good benefits with the government. And if I stay with them for 2 years, then I'm making what I should be making roughly. And so I'm at the point where like, if I need to transition, like if I want to transition, it needs to be this next year. So I need to like figure out what I want to do there. Kind of like transitioning off of that or building off of that. I want to spend more time like just focused on my own YouTube channel, like my vlogs. So what I want to do with that is I want to do 2 vlogs a month, just like 2 normal like vlogs, kind of like how I'm doing right now. I want to do a travel vlog every month. And so I want to go to a different state every month. So January, we went to LA. February, I went to Key West in Florida. Just kind of like figure stuff out from there. Like I would love to go to New York again. New York was pretty cool.
Loved it.
I'd like to go there. I'd like to go to Louisiana, just check out the bayou and stuff like that. Potentially back to Portland. Portland was pretty cool. I'd love to go to like Boston. I think Boston would be really cool. I want to go like explore the East a little bit more, like DC. I want to see like what's over there because I haven't like experienced that as much as compared to like everything around here. I also want to go to like Yellowstone. Some stuff that's nearby too. Like I want to like mix and match as I go throughout the year. Originally, I wanted to do like a big trip to Japan, which I could still do, but I think this like traveling through the States is going to be better. And then I'm going to plan on Japan in 2024. And that way, like I can get more people on board thinking about that now, have them like start saving up and stuff like that. Cause I would love to go to Japan with like my friends. Traveling with friends is like a completely different experience compared to like traveling alone.
Yeah. Or with family.
Yeah. With family.
Yikes.
He said yikes.
No, it's true. That's true.
It's tough, bro. I feel so terrible because like my family will always go on like vacation. They'll be like, "You want to come with us?" I'm sorry, Mom.
Look, hanging out, traveling with family is like, all right, here we go. Traveling alone's like, all right, here we go. Yeah. Traveling with the friends is like, all right, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's true.
It's so fun. So that's like one of my goals, like for next year with the channel. And then I also want to do like taste testing, like review, like food review kind of video. Like I want to do one of those a month here in Utah where we like go to like some new place we've never tried before and just review it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That'll like give me my content for the next year and I'll just kind of like experiment from there. At least on my personal channel, like my vlogs, I'm going to link those somewhere up above. And then with the Loft 801 channel, I want to go from doing 2 videos a week, like doing 2 reviews a week. I want to be able to go to 3 reviews a week. And that's actually going to require me, I'm fairly certain it's going to require that I hire somebody to do the editing for that. And so that's like one of my ultimate goals by the end of next year is to hire somebody part-time to just edit some of the videos every week. That way I can focus on my vlogs and I can focus on this podcast, because I want to be able to just release an episode every week consecutively without having to take as many breaks, even if they're like just episodes with like 2 of us, like 2 of us, 3 of us, like 4 of us. It's so fun because there's always like different personalities, different opinions, and I love that. I want to be able to like just put something out consistently, because I think consistency is really the biggest thing when it comes to like growing on anything, really.
It is
like growing as a person, working out, whatever you want to do. Consistency is the key. And so those are like online social media kind of goals. On top of that, I'm kind of like on the same page as you, where I want to like get back into like a healthier lifestyle. I want to quit smoking. I want to quit drinking. I'm just kidding.
For a second, I was like, wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, he's like low-key not joking right now.
I'm trying to get off the pills. Oh boy. No. I'm just kidding. I definitely like went through, I think a big reason why like I had such lows this year was because I wasn't like taking care of myself anymore. Like as soon as I started the podcast and like all the other channels, I quit going to the gym. I quit going to like play ball with you guys at EOS. I quit like working out. Initially, like I had like some benefit because I had like extra free time. I could like edit longer. I had like the energy to like still edit, but I didn't like really bad like long-term like vision on my part. I didn't realize that I was like becoming like less healthy, and I was like indulging in like unhealthier habits. So I was starting to feel more tired. I was starting to feel more depressed. I was starting to just like generally like not like my situation anymore, which is why like in November I took like a month off to just like play video games, just kind of like reset. And then like in December I was like, okay, like I can't do that again. Like I gotta get like back into like working out. I gotta get into like eating healthier. Yeah. Right. I was like, I can't be eating pizza every week as much as I love it. I can't be eating burgers every week as much as I love
pizza
it.
Just barely.
Son of a little.
Hey, that's okay though.
So that's like one of my goals is to like maintain healthier lifestyle habits next year and get rid of as many unhealthy lifestyle habits as I have, which again, like this also kind of like goes back into like hiring somebody else to like edit, because I won't have all that time to just edit on my own. And ultimately like it'll be better if I hire somebody too, because it'll be good. True. Yeah, it'll be good for me. It'll be good for them, and it'll be a great situation. I'm going to start them off at $75,000. $75,000 salary. Hey. I'm just kidding, bro. If I could do that, I would freaking love to do that. Get one good employee. That's all you need. One good employee, pay them well, take care of them, and they're with you for life. I would love to be able to do that. True. It's true. I want to be able, like, if I'm hiring somebody, I want to be able to take care of them.
Yeah, it's true.
That's like just my mentality. Is like, I want to be a good boss. Like, you want to be able to buy a house? I want you to be able to buy a house. Exactly. That's like my thought process. Those are like my goals for next year. Is I just want to be in a healthier mindset. I want to find love. I don't want to be alone no more. I'm just kidding. I love it. I'm just kidding. Hey, I don't think I would have the time for that next year, but I don't know. You never know. We'll see what happens. Things are just,
at all. Yeah,
like, life is like so bizarre.
Amen, brother.
It is the craziest thing in the world.
It is facts.
Some more like specific stuff. I want to get the Friends with Benefits channel, at least on YouTube, to 300 subscribers, which is totally doable.
What are we at right now?
95,000.
95.
We're at 95.
We have 95 friends.
I'll be making some fake accounts.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. We have like,
I'll get us up to 100.
I got my boy Colt to subscribe. Don't worry.
Respect.
I made Tyler subscribe.
That's what I love to hear.
I made everyone subscribe.
I grabbed his phone.
I held a gun to their head. Say subscribe.
You know what's crazy? When I like started pestering people like on Facebook, I'd be like, "Hey man, started a podcast. podcast. You should listen to it. Just give me some feedback. People actually like subscribe, so I might just have to like do that again.
That's cool. Yeah.
Because people do want to support
intimate.
you. They want to support small businesses.
Sure.
You just have to tell them. And that's been like one of my biggest downfalls.
Sure.
Like I don't talk about this enough. Like I don't promote enough. And so that's something I want to do next year too.
Cool.
Going back to like vacations, I want to do a trip with the boys. I really want to do one trip with all the boys. Malachi, I want him there. It's so fun like doing a boys trip. It's literally the best. I want Dante to come. I want everybody to come, bro.
We got to do it soon.
All right, Vegas. Let's go.
I'm down for a Vegas trip.
All right,
That's a quick and easy one.
I know. It's a super quick and easy. I would love to do that.
I would love to go gamble. Like, let's go.
I want to lose more money.
No,
Crypto wasn't enough.
I think I'm up $400 in Vegas.
I am definitely down like 300.
I know.
I know.
Diego has terrible luck with gambling.
Bro, this was like, I'm not kidding. It was the worst luck the last time we went to Vegas because I had my money and I was like, okay, I'm going to play blackjack. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 5. If I lose, I'm going to put in 10. If I lose, I'm going to put in 20. If I lose, I'm going to put in 40. If I lose, I'm going to put in 80. Because at some point, statistically, I have to win and make all my money back, break even, and just be done for the night.
This guy's an idiot.
Bro, math. Bro, literally. I've never seen such statistical odds against me. I lost 9 games in a row.
Oh, my gosh.
And I've walked away down.
That's all right. It happens.
Do you guys have any final remarks before we wrap up with this year? Put a bow tie on top. Cherry.
Last year.
I hope everyone had a good 2022, and I hope you guys started your 2023 very well.
Yeah, I do want to wish you guys the best of luck on your New Year's resolutions, whatever goals you have. I hope you guys reach them. I hope you guys make them. I'm wishing the best for all of you guys. Thank you so much for listening this year. We really appreciate it. Like a lot of your comments have been really, really helpful. There've been a couple of negative comments which just crack me.
No, those are my favorite.
They're so funny,
those
dog.
Are my favorite.
Wait, who are the
no, it's okay. Okay, yeah, anyway.
You guys are hilarious. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, leave a comment, like, good or bad.
And
like, we're
up.
Entertained, bro.
Run it up.
Run it up.
No, run it up.
We love, like, reading what you guys have
up.
to say. It's so funny.
Drop your address, by the way. I need it. If they want to talk, we can talk.
We can talk.
It's great. It's wonderful.
I live at 122.
I'll tell them where I live.
But yeah, no, seriously, thank you again so much for listening this year. We've had a lot of fun. Just us and the boys and our guests hanging out, talking, vibing, catching up. It's always a good time for us. We hope you guys have enjoyed listening to our content this year. If you guys have any suggestions or any topics that you want us to cover, don't forget to let us know. You can do that anonymously. You can swipe up, leave a comment on a YouTube video, Instagram reel, TikTok, whatever it is. Just let us know and we'll try to cover that as much as we can. On top of that, if there's any kind of guests that you want to see, let us know. We'll try to get them on. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I don't quite remember everywhere else. I'm looking this up again.
I remember one was like, what was that called?
Deezer. We're on Deezer, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn, Pandora. We're on the RSS community, Listen Notes, Podcast Index, Samsung Podcast. Samsung Podcast.
Love it. Love it.
So check us out. Also, stay tuned because I will be messing around with logistics for hoodies, t-shirts. T-shirts, baby.
Well, what is a t-shirt? I want to know what a t-shirt is right now. I want a t-shirt.
I'm going to be taking English classes next year.
That's great. T-shirt.
T-shirts, hats. We'll be messing around with some stuff, some different designs, different kind of logo. So just stay tuned because we would love to have you support us however you can, whether that's liking, subscribing, just listening, buying merch. Whatever you guys support us with, we'll use that. So thank you again so much for listening. We really appreciate it. That said, my name is Diego.
My name is Matt.
My name is Ice.
And we'll see you next time.
Do